Guys, welcome back to another video, and today we are going to be taking a look at the extreme damage Allosaurus. Well, let's jump in. First, let's start with the packaging. So it has the Allosaurus' name here, the extreme damage logo, a couple of the action features, a nice fiery forest back in the background, some scratch marks, the Jurassic Dominion logo, T-Rex, Jurassic Dominion logo. And then on the back of the box, it has a nice render of the Allosaurus, some more renders of the action feature, this Jurassic Facts app, and some of their extreme damage figures, and the Jurassic World Dominion logo again. Surprisingly, unlike the main line, it has the Jurassic World logo instead of the Pyroraptor on this side. So, let's take it out of the box. Okay, we have the figure out of the box. Now let's take a look. First, let's start with the head. The head has a nice sculpt. It has a nice black coloring. It also kind of looks like Batman with the head shape. It also is very textured. The lower jaw is also textured, but more of a tan color. The teeth are not actually as nice as some other Mattel figures, but it still looks pretty decent. The inside of the mouth has a blue tongue, kind of a pink flesh color inside of the mouth. The eye is also yellow and is painted very well. So we have a row of spines along the upper neck, going all the way down the back, with some osteoderms on top of it. The paint ends around here, and then this part of the tail is basically completely bare. It also has a nice black coloring on the top, where the rest of it is mainly tan. A little bit of black on this leg, and the toenails are painted, not the fingernails, but the toenails are painted at least. From the front it looks like this. And from the side, it looks like this. It actually kind of looks better on this side. And here's it is from the back. Here it is from the top. It looks really nice from the top, actually. And here it is from the bottom, where you can see the speaker holes over here. Okay, let's move on to the action feature. The first action feature is this button up here. You can press it, and it does this. One thing I do have to say about this figure, you have to press the button a lot of times to get it to actually do the sound effect. But otherwise, it's still a really good figure. Also, it has the scan code up here, which the scan code is pretty big and it comes out the base of the neck. So here's the scan code for anyone that wants to scan it. Okay, so here is the other action feature. You can press this right here, and it can open up to the bones, and then you can lift the bones up, and it has like this pink flesh that you can kind of squish inside, which is kind of a really nice touch. Now on to articulation. You can move the arms forwards and backwards, the tail up and down, and also a little bit side to side, not very much. You can also move the jaws with your hand, which actually opens wider if you open it with your hands. And also you can articulate the legs. Now on to the size comparisons. First we have, so here it is compared to Claire, Darius, and Owen. It is a pretty nice size compared to them. Fail. And okay, you can actually grab a person. That's really nice. Okay, next we have the kind of smaller T-Rex, which surprisingly, I actually thought the Allosaurus and this T-Rex would be about the same size, when you see the Allosaurus in the stores, but to be honest, it actually is a little bit smaller. It is also goes together pretty nice. Like if I were to put this here and get this out of balance and put him here, looks pretty nice. The Allosaurus does look like he would lose though. Okay, next let's compare it to Big T-Rex, which the Big T-Rex is completely bigger than it. I was actually thinking this Allosaurus would be pretty large and would actually kind of be similar size to the T-Rex, but it actually isn't, so that's kind of good. Also, both of these figures have a roaring action feature. Okay, next we have the Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus is absolutely huge, which is really nice because I actually like Spinosaurus being absolutely huge. Also, they look kind of nice together. So next, we have Therizinosaurus. The reason I'm comparing them is because, well, they both look really cool. And also, they're about the same price and have kind of similar action features. But they are pretty good sized up compared to each other. On to the next one. And as everyone knows, it's Cheese. Compared to Cheese, he is huge compared to Cheese. Poor Cheese, if this had to fight Cheese, Cheese would lose instantly. On to the next one. We have it compared to Yanchuanosaurus, which personally I thought Yanchuanosaurus was going to be about the same size as the Allosaurus is, but it is much smaller. Which these two look actually really nice together. Yanchuanosaurus will lose in a fight. Here is Scorpius Rex. It is another figure that has around the same price and has very similar action features. But anyways, I actually did not expect Scorpius Rex to be about the same size as Allosaurus. I knew it was going to be similar, but not this similar. Next, here's my Dominion-styled Carnotaurus, which looks very small compared to it because it does not have Dominion proportions. The Allosaurus does, but this Carnotaurus has Fallen Kingdom proportions. So that's why he's much smaller. But maybe the Control and Conquer Carnotaurus or the Primal Attack Toro might work a little bit better in size compared to them. We got Stegosaurus. I mean, if there's going to be any dinosaur we're going to compare to Allosaurus within size, it's going to be Stegosaurus, which, personally, Stegosaurus feels a little too small. Because it feels more like a Stegosaurus would have been a challenge for Allosaurus to hunt. More looks like this would mainly be like maybe a little bit of a difficulty, but mainly be easy to hunt. That's why I think the Allosaurus is either too big or the Stegosauruses are too small. Probably the Stegosauruses because the Triceratops is also tiny. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.